Hi guys, welcome to Classic TV Facts and Trivia. Appreciate you being here. Today's video is on Mr. Archie Bunker. And first I got to tell you, I make these videos a day in advance. This is why you're hearing it this way. So actually to you, when you watch it, it'll be the day before. It'll be yesterday. But today, 40 years ago today, Archie Bunker made his last appearance. Let's take a look. Archie Bunker became a staple of classic TV when he was introduced in a Norman Lear's All in the Family in '71. He was portrayed by the late Carroll O'Connor, and he was one of the most noteworthy and provocative figures to ever grace American TV. For a dozen years, on weekly episodes, he shared his reactionary views while engaging in fiery debates with those around him. From time to time, he even managed to learn something new himself. Finally, come April 4th, of 1983, during the airing of his show, Archie Bunker's Place, he was gone. After this day, American television would never be the same again. In 1971, O'Connor first made his debut as Archie in Norman Lear's CBS sitcom All in the Family, instantly captivating audiences and spawning spin-offs. The show became one of the most beloved sitcoms of its era. However, by '79, it seemed like All in the Family had reached its peak. It was all ready to be retired from television screens across America. Lear believed the show deserved to have a dignified demise based on an interview O'Connor gave with the Emmy Foundation. Furthermore, Jean Stapleton, playing Archie's wife, Edith, also articulated her decision not to return after season 9 due to concerns of being typecast and unable to pursue other roles in the future if she remained with All in the Family. Robert Daly, then vice president of CBS Television Network, was confident that the show had plenty more to offer. He believed it could generate good ratings. He sent O'Connor an effort to persuade Lear into keeping it running for at least one more year. The only way it got on was when CBS President William S. Paley called me to his office and had 4 or 5 pages of names of people who would be out of work if the show didn't go on, Lear explained. So the show went on. Thus, Archie Bunker's Place was born. According to Ultimate Classic Rock, the show premiered on September 23rd, 1979, and ran for 4 seasons. Initially, overcoming Edith's absence from the show proved to be a challenge. However, having the bar allowed most of the action to take place in an area free from Edith's presence. It also enabled them to move away from familiar faces such as Sally Struthers, Archie's daughter Gloria, and Rob Reiner, her husband Michael. Archie Bunker's Place was among CBS's most successful shows for its initial 3 seasons, with Nielsen ratings in the 20s. It wasn't an overwhelming hit, however, it served as a decent triumph that ranked within the top 15 programs of its time. Although O'Connor's remarkable acting ability was undeniable, the show fell out of favor quickly. Without the powerful family connections that had made All in the Family so meaningful and genuine, Archie Bunker's Place could not hold its own. It seemed as if Archie were a character in search of an appropriate series to call home. It relied heavily on previous successful skits and plots that he starred in, yet still failed to captivate audiences with new material. After President Reagan's election in '80, Bunker's conservative views suddenly became the majority opinion. It is no wonder that Archie Bunker's Place ended with an episode involving a dream of Archie being in the Oval Office and then waking up to the sound of a flushing toilet. Eventually, both O'Connor and those working on the show accepted that even Archie had become part of a history by that point. Wasn't a huge fan of Archie Bunker's Place. Loved All in the Family. I liked Archie Bunker's Place. I liked Archie Bunker. Carroll O'Connor was great. And I think the idea is Jean Stapleton quitting after 9 years, afraid she was going to get typecast too little too late. She was typecast after probably the 2nd season. It's a shame for her, but I saw them on Donnie and Marie. They had a talk show one time, Donnie and Marie Osmond, and I saw Carroll O'Connor and Jean Stapleton. That's the last time they were together on TV. And they asked him, says, what would it take to get you guys to do the Archie and Edith thing for us right here, do the voices? She said, you don't have enough money. Like, everything I read about her, she's a sweetheart, but how can you dislike something that made you who you are, that made you, well, not who you are, but made you rich? Just me, I guess. That's all I have for you. Please don't forget about classic rock and country music facts and trivia. Head on over there. And don't forget about the day before. Bob Seger's video. Just go on and watch it. Do it. I said so. Have a great day. God bless you. Be praying for you.